That's a joke, right? Some people say he's not elite.
This is Jonathan Aguilar, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman. We're here in London, ahead of a huge press conference today announcing the Matchroom versus Queensberry 5v5 and the undisputed light heavyweight title fight between Beterbiev and Bivol. Mauricio, how are you finding your time in London?
Oh, as always, it is so great to be in London. Without a doubt, the best fans in the world. Everybody loves boxing. It's like a national sport, and I feel great. I feel great to be here.
Now, obviously, we'll start with Beterbiev against Bivol. Obviously, you haven't always been the biggest fan of this fight for whatever reasons in the past. What made you sort of sanction this fight? Because some people were unsure whether you would.
I'm not going to talk anything other than boxing. I'm very happy the fight is happening. It's a fight the world wants. It's a fight that both fighters want and deserve, and it's going to be a massive event. So I'm happy it's happening June 1st, and it's going to be a tremendous event.
How impressed have you been with the boxing calendar this year? We've got this undisputed fight, Fury Usyk, Inoue. It's undisputed fight after undisputed fight.
It's incredible. You just made a great point. You have May 4 Canelo in Las Vegas doing the undisputed super middleweight, and that is overshadowing the great fight in Japan at the Tokyo Dome, 55,000 people, and the last fight there was Mike Tyson getting knocked out by Buster Douglas. So it's a great time for boxing. I am very thankful and proud of His Excellency Turkey for his leadership in bringing promoters together, in making the big fights happen, in having so much passion for the sport, and this is the new era of boxing.
Would you say it's kind of sort of refreshed the sport a bit, his involvement and the fact that we're getting this Matchroom versus Queensberry card, these undisputed fights where maybe before promoters didn't really want to do it because maybe the money wasn't there and whatever else, but he's kind of refreshed things. Would you agree?
Absolutely, and he has had the vision. He's bringing promoters to work together. He's bringing networks to work together. He's just doing a sensational job for the sport, and it's a time of enjoying the great benefits that it's giving to so many fighters.
Just want to move on to this Saturday's fight in New York. Devin Haney defending his WBC title against Ryan Garcia. Yes, Mauricio, talk to us about that fight.
It's a massive fight. They have so many common things. They're both 25 years old. They fought each other in the amateurs, 3 wins for each. They been in the limelight for a while. They have great social media following. But when they get in the ring, it's going to be a real great fight.
Obviously, we've seen some concerning things in the build-up, perceived concerning by people online about Ryan Garcia's behaviour. Have you got any concerns heading into Saturday night on how he is?
I did about 6 weeks ago. I spoke to him. We have been speaking with him. He's perfectly well, training, and I'm just sure it's going to be a tremendous fight.
So there's no concerns that if he does lose the fight, people will then blame that and say, well, he shouldn't have been in there at the start. There's no concerns about that?
In boxing, everything is to blame afterwards. Very unfortunately, there's people that will never change and always have something to blame. We'll see what happens. He has all the talent to win the fight. Haney's a great champion and he's the WBC pride, so it's going to be a great fight.
Talk to us about the welterweight division at the moment. I believe you ordered a fight between Barrios and I can't remember who else, but yeah, tell us the situation with your belt at 147.
Well, our champion is Terence Crawford. He defeated Spence. We are waiting for Crawford to communicate with the WBC. I saw in media that he plans to move up to super welterweight. At this time, we have interim champion Barrios making a defense against Maidana, Marcos.
Okay, and then going up to 160, tell us about the situation there.
We have Carlos Adames. He was going to take a fight, something happened. We have good activity. Shiraz is fighting for the silver championship. Tremendous fight. And we're waiting on some medicals regarding Charlo and the possibility of him moving up to 168.
Okay, and then, with this fight, the Beterbiev-Bivol fight, is there going to be, any... Because I know Benavidez talked about maybe moving up and fighting the winner. Could the winner maybe be ordered to fight Benavidez or Canelo or whoever?
Well, Benavidez is fighting in 175 in June, and after that he will let the WBC know if he's going to do 168 or 175 afterwards.
Okay, and obviously not long to go now until Fury against Usyk for the heavyweight undisputed championship. Talk to us about that fight, Mauricio, as we draw nearer to it.
Tremendous fight. Tyson Fury, the pride of the WBC, the greatest ambassador. His loyalty is beyond anything I have ever seen. Usyk, tremendous history, tremendous story, very dear friend as well. So it's a complicated fight between two dear fighters, but the winner is going to be absolutely the best fighter in the heavyweight division, no questions asked.
Are you planning on calling a mandatory for Fury at some point? I know he's done Dillian White, but that's going on a year now. Will there be a mandatory called at some point?
No need, because he's fighting Usyk, he's fighting Joshua, he's fighting whoever comes about, and we are not going to disrupt the undisputed status at this time. We don't know if what will happen. Let's just concentrate on May 18 and we'll go from there.
There's been sort of some suggestions that Fury isn't an elite heavyweight at this point. Where do you rank Fury in terms of that argument about being elite?
That's a joke, right? Some people say he's not elite. Fury? Really? We need to look at those people. Maybe they have too much.
And then just sort of moving away from that, Mauricio, talk to me about Lomachenko, fight coming up against Kambosos. Talk to me about that.
It's a great moment for Ukraine boxing. Bohachuk just won the WBC title. Lomachenko is going to Australia to fight Kambosos. Usyk is going to fight Fury, and Usyk is going to fight Benavidez. Lomachenko is one of the greatest fighters that I have seen in my life, and he has every opportunity to come back and become a champion again.
Final question, how many judges are going to be for Fury Usyk?
I believe 3. I wanted 6, but we live in a sport that is heavy on resistance to change, and I believe it's only going to be 3.
Okay, Mauricio, I'll see you this week in New York, I'm sure, for Haney Garcia, but appreciate your time as always.
Thank you so much, all the best.